You need to study, and so do I.
Welcome back to Prep With Me, where we get ready for the SHRM-CP together, one short lesson at a time. Our guide, as always, is the SHRM Body of Applied Skills and Knowledge, or BASK. We're still in the Leadership and Navigation competency within the Leadership cluster. In Lesson 1, we explored leadership theories. Lesson 2 covered people management techniques. Today's Lesson 3, all about motivation theories, the why behind human performance. Motivation theories explain what drives people to act, and more importantly, for HR leaders, how to influence engagement, satisfaction, and performance. On the exam, motivation theories often shows up in scenario questions about morale, recognition, and goal alignment. We'll cover 6 major theories. Number 1, Goal Setting Theory by Locke and Latham. Goal setting theory says motivation increases when goals are specific, challenging, and attainable, and when people receive feedback on that progress. Clear goals direct attention, regulate effort, and encourage persistence. Your cue here is people do better when they know exactly what they're aiming for. Goal setting. So for the test, if you see the words like specific, measurable, challenging but realistic, or feedback, that would be goal setting. Let's see it in a question. A supervisor notices productivity improves when employees receive weekly progress updates toward a specific output target. Which theory explains that? A. Expectancy theory. B. Goal setting theory. C. Equity theory. Or D. Self-determination theory. The answer is B. Goal setting theory. There is a specific measurable goal plus feedback. Goal setting theory. 2. Expectancy theory by Vroom. Expectancy theory links effort, performance to reward. Employees are motivated when they believe, first, expectancy, that their effort will lead to good performance. Second, instrumentality, good performance will lead to the reward. And 3, valence, the reward has personal value. In a sense, if I work hard, I can succeed and it will be worth it. So for the test, look for questions about clear performance standards, trust in rewards, or motivation dropping because effort seems pointless. Question: an HR specialist feels disengaged because promotions are often given for reasons unrelated to performance. According to motivation theory, which element is missing? A. Expectancy. B. Valence. C. Instrumentality. Or D. Equity. The answer is C. Instrumentality. Remember, of expectancy theory, you have expectancy, instrumentality, then valence. Expectancy is effort will lead to good performance. Good performance will lead to a reward is instrumentality. Valence, that reward has value. If effort and performance are not clearly linked to rewards, that's when instrumentality has broken down, lowering motivation. 3. Attribution Theory, Heider and Weiner. Attribution theory explains how people interpret success or failure. Employees stay motivated when they attribute outcomes to controllable internal factors like how much effort they can push out, not uncontrollable ones or external ones like luck. Leaders influence motivation by framing feedback constructively, helping employees see what's within their control. If they can control it, they can improve it. So for the test, look for questions about how employees explain their performance or leaders reinforcing a growth mindset. Question: a manager tells an employee, "You succeeded because you planned carefully and stayed organized." Which motivation theory does this feedback support? A. Attribution theory. B. Expectancy theory. C. Herzberg's Two-Factor Theory. Or D. Equity theory. The answer is A. Attribution theory. That leader attributed success to internal controllable factors, reinforcing employee motivation. Number 4, self-determination theory, Deci and Ryan. Self-determination theory focuses on intrinsic motivation, doing work because it's meaningful or satisfying, not just for a reward. Self-determination theory says that people thrive when 3 needs are met. Those 3 needs are 1, autonomy, having control over their own work. 2, competence, feeling effective and capable. And 3, relatedness, feeling connected to others. People do their best when they choose their path, feel skilled, and belong. For the test, watch for keywords like intrinsic motivation, autonomy, mastery, purpose, or connection for self-determination theory. Here's a question. A company introduces flexible scheduling so employees can manage their own start times and work styles. Which motivational principle does this support? A, autonomy from self-determination theory. B, goal-setting theory. C, expectancy theory. Or D, equity theory. The answer is A, autonomy from self-determination theory. Autonomy and choice are central to self-determination theory, just as competence and relatedness are as well. Those 3 needs that need to be met. Number 5, equity theories, Adams. Equity theory says employees are motivated when they perceive fairness between what they contribute, inputs like effort or skill, and then what they receive or the outcomes like pay or recognition compared to others. When they sense inequity, motivation drops, and that may reduce effort or needs to seek a balance. Think maybe if I'm giving more but getting less, something is definitely wrong. That's equity theory. So for the test, look for scenarios about pay fairness, recognition imbalance, or comparisons between employees. Question. An employee discovers a coworker with similar experience earns significantly more for the same job, and then their motivation declines. Which theory best explains this reaction? A, expectancy theory. B, equity theory. C, goal-setting theory. Or D, attribution theory. The answer is B, equity theory. A perceived unfairness between input and reward is classic equity theory scenario. Number 6, Herzberg's Two-Factor Theory. Herzberg found 2 separate sets of factors affect job satisfaction and motivation. First, hygiene factors prevent dissatisfaction, pay, policies, supervision, work conditions, and motivators, which create satisfaction, achievement, recognition, responsibility, or growth. Removing dissatisfaction does not automatically motivate. Employees need meaningful work and recognition to feel engaged. Think pay keeps people from quitting, but purpose makes them excel. For the test, if a question distinguishes between eliminating dissatisfaction versus creating satisfaction, that's Herzberg's two-factor theory. Question. A company increases salaries and updates office equipment, but employees still feel uninspired. According to Herzberg's theory, what's missing? A. Hygiene factors. B. Motivators. C. Equity. Or D. Expectancy. The answer is B. Motivators. Hygiene factors were addressed in that situation with good updates to the office equipment, but motivators like maybe recognition or advancement, that's what will drive satisfaction or increase satisfaction. All right, let's move on to the review. Number 1, a manager sets measurable quarterly goals and provides monthly progress feedback. Which motivation theory applies? A. Expectancy theory. B. Self-determination theory. C. Herzberg's two-factor theory. Or D. Goal-setting theory. The answer is D, goal-setting theory. Specific goals were made plus feedback, that equals goal-setting theory. Number 2, an employee stops trying because they believe good performance just won't result in a promotion. Which element of expectancy theory is missing? A, expectancy, B, instrumentality, C, valence, or D, autonomy? The answer is B, instrumentality. If rewards don't follow performance, that's when instrumentality fails within the expectancy theory model. And if you recall, expectancy theory says that employees are motivated when they believe expectancy, instrumentality, and valence are in place. Effort, good performance, reward. Question 3. After a poor review, a supervisor tells an employee, "You were distracted this month. Next time, plan your workload better." Which theory does this feedback align with? A, attribution theory, B, equity theory, C, self-determination theory, or D, Herzberg's two-factor theory? The answer is A, attribution theory. It links outcomes to controllable internal causes versus uncontrolled external causes. Question 4. Employees report greater engagement after being given control over how they complete their projects. Which theory explains this? A, expectancy theory, B, goal-setting theory, C, self-determination theory, or D, Herzberg's two-factor theory? The answer is C, self-determination theory. Autonomy increases intrinsic motivation according to self-determination theory. Question 5. A team learns a new hire earns more for the same work and morale drops. Which theory applies? A, equity theory, B, expectancy theory, C, goal-setting theory, or D, self-determination theory? The answer is A, equity theory. Perceived inequity between inputs and outcomes can reduce motivation in the workplace. In this example, learning a new hire earns more for the same work, it shows inequity between the effort that they put in and the outcome, meaning their pay. Question 6. An HR director improves pay and office comfort, but notices no increase in engagement. What factor is missing according to Herzberg's two-factor theory? A, motivators, B, hygiene factors, C, equity, or D, expectancy? The answer is A, motivators. Removing dissatisfaction is not enough just by improving the office. Motivators like growth and recognition are required to increase motivation. Awesome job! We just covered 6 major motivation theories, some of the most common topics for the SHRM-CP. If this video helped, like, subscribe, join me next time for Lesson 4.